My name's Séamus Moran and this is my exhibition, Random Precision. The exhibition includes much of my work from the last 10 years in which I've been constructing sculptures from casts of knots from dead trees. As well as the knots, I use casts of skulls and crab shells and also leather, metal spikes, chains and feathers. Although they have an obvious organic feel about them, the sculptures also have a very man-made and ritualistic quality, which I feel comes from the atmosphere of the woods in which I found the knots. I thought they were very good building blocks with which to make art. There's something quite primal about it. I like the idea of mass-producing otherwise unique objects and combining them into more complex forms. There's a certain parallel with DNA, and I regard the couple of dozen or so different knots which I use as a 3D alphabet with which I can construct my own visual narratives. I started doing plaster moulds and later got into using things like silicons. Silicons are fantastic for detail. And they will pick up, if you put a fingerprint on a sheet of glass and then pour silicone on it, you'll get that fingerprint. The detail is fantastic, so that whatever surface you put in, you will get out in your cast. Before I start, I clean up the knots that I find and get the surface of them as clean and free from debris as I can. And then once the mould is made, the subsequent casts that come from it are exact replicas, and you can then treat them with the chemicals and it brings back that organic feel to them. They are exact replicas of what they were. And using that is a huge advantage. I don't have to keep making each individual piece. I just get a piece I want and reproduce it, and I know it's going to be exactly the same as the one before.
Séamus's work has enormous integrity and it's also very beautifully done. So there's a combination of what he's doing and also the thought processes that go into the work that he's produced and the sheer beauty. And the way I think when you look at his work, you look at it on one level and then as you get closer, it actually challenges what you thought first when you looked at it.
I'd like to think visitors to the show will see the work as some kind of 3D ink blot test. I hope that they will enjoy drawing their own conclusions from the seemingly conflicting elements which are put together in each piece.